Another Frenchman, Christophe Coquard, is in line for his Kilmarnock debut at home to Dundee.
Meanwhile, a rough and tumble match at Rugby Park as well. We've had 3 sendings off in the Premier League today, 2 at Easter Road, 1 at Kilmarnock. And to tell us the story of the game there, David McKinnon.
Yes, 3 points for Dundee with a 2-0 victory, but as you say, the ordering off of Kevin McGowne in the second half, a key turning point. Kilmarnock had 5 golden chances in the first half, none better than a 20th minute opportunity for Ali McCoist. Vareille's curler beat Douglas, hit the post, fell to McCoist, but from under the bar he hits over. 5 minutes from the break, Stephen Boyack was allowed acres of space in a rare Dundee attack, with a calm of a veteran hit low past Meldrum. More problems for the home side just 16 minutes into the second half. Kevin McGowan's red carded for deliberate handball, and a minute later a rejuvenated Dundee almost made it number 2. Allen's powerful header looked netbound, but Meldrum superbly dived to push clear. 7 minutes from time, a magnificent second for Dundee. Gavin Ray's 25-yard run, leaving 5 defenders trailing before hitting home. At Rugby Park it finished Kilmarnock 0, Dundee 2.
Thanks very much. Just keep telling me.
Hi there, welcome back. Now to Rugby Park, where Kilmarnock were looking for a morale-boosting win against Dundee before contemplating the difficult deficit they face against Kaiserslautern in the UEFA Cup. Peter Martin was at the match.
Kilmarnock had a 1-point advantage over visitors Dundee going into this game, but Jockey Scott's side ventured to the Ayrshire coast with the knowledge that their away form is better than the performances at Dens Park. The same can't be said, however, about Willie Faulkner's opening chance in this game. Dundee's game plan seems to follow a similar pattern week in, week out. Soak up the pressure and take what little opportunities come your way. Killie had chances. Vareille was denied by the post. McCoist, to be fair, caught unaware by the rebound, but he should still have converted this chance. On another day, Ali would have ordered a retake of this shot, but not today. Dundee's first goal owed much to the craft of Willie Faulkner and everything to the precision of the impressive Stephen Boyack. 5 minutes before half-time, and it's 1-0 to Dundee. Faulkner's flick majestic, Boyack's strike aided by the post. In the second half, Killie's plight became ever more difficult, with Kevin McGowan's decision to redirect the position of the ball with his hand. No option for the referee but to send him off. McGowne offered no case for the defence, as Annan would surely have had a shooting opportunity from the long ball. Bobby Williams' team a goal down, a man down, and further grief to follow. Killie by now tiring, and Dundee stretching them at every opportunity. 6 minutes remaining, Gavin Ray has only one thing in his mind. 1, 2, 3. The ball on the back of the net. Game over, and Dundee set to leave with all 3 points, but not before a few celebs with the crowd. Ray's intent clear, and the finish will no doubt be a contender for one of Dundee's goals of the season. The Dens Park men leapfrog Killie in the league table with another win on the road. It finished Kilmarnock 0, Dundee 2.
I thought Dundee played well, and they had their share of the pressure as well, and they had better chances than us in the first half than we had, and they could have been well in front at half-time, but the chance we did get comes off the post, ends up over the bar. The chance they get ends up in the back of the net off the post, and that's just your luck at times. But I felt the second half we could have got back into the game, but we never really created anything, and credit Dundee for running out 2-0 winners.
Well, delighted at the result, and the 2 goals we scored were good goals. Unfortunately, it was not our best performance, but we've won the game, and that's the important thing.
Yeah, they've won the game. Derek, Kilmarnock, we keep saying they're not doing so well, but credit Dundee for that one.
Nice to see Jockey in a happy mood for a change, isn't it? I think you're right. I mean, they lost so many good players last season. You know, the likes of Brian Irvin, Adamchuk, Ian Anderson, McInally, you know, teams like that, players like that, and they've come back and they've signed a couple of foreign players, and they're a team that loves to go forward. They're not a defensive side at all. They've got players that can go forward and attack, and away from home, obviously, they're better than they are at home, but thoroughly deserved that win.
And Kilmarnock obviously finished the game with 10 men, but Kevin McGowne, when you look at this again, he's got no complaints.
Knows it himself, but the bad thing for him is it's a 100-yard punt by a goalkeeper, you know, and he's just mistimed it there. Look, Eddie Annan's going through, and it's an automatic red card because he's last man, he's handled it. He knows it himself. He just...
Back to Colin Meldrum, he's still without Marshall. He signed a Frenchman midweek. He had to send him home with a broken nose. Nothing going right.
No, it isn't, but he'll get over that. I think Kilmarnock, there's so much high expectations, you know, of him this season, of Bobby Williamson and Kilmarnock, because of how they played last season. Yeah. It's not working out. The fans are getting a wee bit upset, but I think once he gets everyone back from injuries, then they'll be fine.
Yeah, and well done to Dindeleux.
Kilmarnock striker Jerome Vareille on the growing French connection at Rugby Park.
If ever Jerome Vareille feels lonely at home in Glasgow, he sets off for a taste of the old country. The Kilmarnock striker is quite settled in Scotland, having played here for more than 2 years, but the lure of the local patisserie is sometimes just too hard to resist. If he has ever felt homesick, the cure is now on hand, because with the signing of Christophe Coquart, Killie have boosted their French Foreign Legion to 3.
But it's very good for me, because I was the only player who come from France, and now we are 3. And I can speak more French. And you know, I can speak about things I couldn't speak with Scottish people, because it's not, my vocabulary is not improved enough to speak with them. So it's very good for me. And
does that really help a player to have, you know, if you're perhaps a little bit lonely because you feel left out, does it help to have friends here?
Yeah, of course, you know, and not especially for me in the life. Also for the Scottish football, it's going to be it's very good for Kilmarnock to have 2 other French people who come from France to maybe come with another style, what I've done when I arrived.
What can we expect from Christophe? What kind of a player is he?
I think he's got experience. He used to play 12, I don't know how many years on the high level. He played the last 12 years, he played 10 European Cup. So I think he's got 12 caps in the national team, I think, something like that. So I think it's a very good point for us to have this kind of player, especially because just now I think we need pace. We haven't got this just now. So I think it's going to be a great player for us, definitely.
It's interesting though that Bobby had said last season he was proud to have a team almost entirely of Scots. There was only 1 foreign player in it, yourself. Now the last 2 signings have been French. What does that tell us?
I think this year Bobby and maybe the chairman as well wanted to show another Kilmarnock. We didn't start very well, so he wanted another player. So he went to France, and you know, this player was free. And I think it's going to be a very big deal, very good deal for us.
Let's look at Thursday's game in Europe now. How disappointed are you to be going into the second leg against Kaiserslautern 3 goals down?
We know it's going to be difficult. When you lose 3-0 away against Kaiserslautern, it's going to be very difficult to win the game. But I think the more important is going to show we can do better than we've done, just to show to the Kilmarnock fan we can do better.
Losing to Kaiserslautern though is one thing. Losing to Dundee is another thing altogether. That's a game you would have expected to win last year. What's gone wrong at the start of this season?
I don't know, you know, we didn't start very well. We've got nearly the same team than last year. We played well the last game against Hibernians, but it's not enough. We need to win 1 or 2 or 3 games in a row to have more confidence.
A lot of blame is being put down to the strikers. Kilmarnock can't score goals anymore. Is that fair?
I don't know if it's really fair, of course, because you know, the last few games maybe we missed a few chances. But you know, I think a team, if you want to do a result, it starts with the defense, and after the midfield and the striker. Every game we're going to miss, every team miss chances sometimes. Okay, we didn't score a lot. Striker, we didn't score a lot of goals yet, but I don't think so. We have to put everything on the striker.
Sometimes a bad spell like this can break up teams. It causes ructions in the dressing room and so on. How are you looking at it personally? You're not about to give up on Kilmarnock, are you?
No, why? No, just I'm come from abroad, and all my family and everybody's in France, and I would like to do better, because when you're going abroad, it's to play well, it's to show you there, and just maybe at the start at this season I didn't. So, but you know, I just played the last few games at the start, and I need maybe a few more games to show what I can do, because I think I shown this last year and the years before. So I know I'm confident. I know I can do this again.